2023 is jam-packed. I am talking loaded. I am talking Shadow the Hedgehog with the pistol loaded. Get it? That was a good bit of humor. Wow, I've still got it. This video isn't going to have a point or a thesis or a denouement. No, denouement. It's just going to be me talking about all the things I'm excited for coming out in the new year, because there are a lot of them. And then I guess 12 months from now, we can both look back at this video and cheer at how amazing these things all were, or I don't know, just cry, I guess. But enough about me. Tell me what you're the most excited about in the new year. Come on, I'm farming engagement this year. I'm going full YouTuber now. Like that bell if you also get burgers without the sauce. Am I right? This video is sponsored by my sleep paralysis demon, Bob. There are a lot of games coming out this year. It's sort of a little ridiculous. Looking back, there are a few highlight years where so much good stuff came out and it was so spoiled, and I really feel like 2023 could be shaping up to be one of those lucky ones. I mean, it starts off a little slow though with Fire Emblem Engage in January. I love Fire Emblem to bits, but it's usually something I pick up years later at a discount. The whole idea of bringing old heroes back and then proposing to them, I think, sounds sort of interesting, but it's not the series I have the most nostalgia for. And if you think I ever want to see this weird barefooted incest dragon girl war criminal ever again, you are mistaken. February feels kinda weak. There's the dumb Harry Potter game I will probably pirate if I can be bothered. The guy from Detective Onion movie is getting his own game. The anime girl with the big thighs is coming out. Not off the closet, I mean like the game is coming out. And Destiny 2 is getting a new expansion, which means I will fall back into the cycle of seeing my roommate get addicted to it, beg me to try playing it, giving it a go, and me politely saying, yeah, it's just not for me, I guess. Hey man, if you're watching this, Destiny is so boring. March is where things turn up. That new Star Wars game, looking pretty good, still haven't played the first one. Peppa Pig is going out on her own world adventure, good for her. And then Resident Evil 4's remake is coming out. Out of all of the old Resident Evil games, which I've never touched in my life, 4 seems like the one that didn't need a grounds up remake. I know lots of people are worried and cautiously optimistic about them ruining the original's delicately campy tone. And so the original is definitely a game I want to try and get through before the remake comes out. So if it sucks, I can be disappointed with you all, or if it's good, I can be excited with you all. I just want to feel included, okay? Okay? April... Who cares? May! The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, dun 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 da 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 dun 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 da da dun, and I don't really care. It breaks my heart to even say that since it's a Zelda game, and I don't know if there's any keen-eyed viewers out there, but I'm pretty in love with The Legend of Zelda. I kiss my life-size Twilight Princess Zelda statue every night before bed. It's just, I'm a part of that kind of loud minority that thinks Breath of the Wild was amazing the first time around, but upon replay or further thought, you kind of realize that the game is just nothing. It's so big and empty. The dungeons are so pathetically bland. The music, while appropriate, leaves so much to be desired, and the story is frustratingly absent. I want to be excited for this game so badly, but they've just shown so little of it off, and I don't know why. It's 5 months away, and it still looks like glorified DLC for the original, which is a game, again, I'm kind of over. I really hope they're still hiding some big surprise, and I'm blown away, because at the moment, I'm really ready to move on from this depiction of Hyrule. Also bring back Tingle. Also make Zelda and Link kiss. Also make Tingle and Link kiss. Anyways, June comes swinging with Final Fantasy 16. BT dubs, I'm absolutely going through my Final Fantasy phase right now. I played 7, then 7 Remake, then I played 10, then I played a bit of 9, a bit of 12, a bit of 10-2, and the entire time I've been playing a cute cat girl in 14. Yoshi P and the brilliant team at Creative Business Unit 3. Couldn't have come up with a better name, really seem to be bringing out the big guns for 16. It feels like maybe Final Fantasy was in a bit of a slump for a while, but with 14, the 7 Remake project, and the looks of this game, it seems that they could be well on their way out of it. I love the European-inspired medieval setting. I love how big and Titan-like the summons are. You know I am always a slut for British voice acting, and I love how it seems it is going to be a bit grittier for a Final Fantasy game. In the trailer when the guy slashed at the Chocobo, I went, don't! I'm really excited for this one, and I think a part of that is the first time I've experienced a new Final Fantasy game coming out as a fan. So, thanks for letting me join the club, guys. Ha 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 ha. Get it? Right? 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 Now, while we don't know exactly what the second half of 2023 looks like, there are a bunch of games that are coming out vaguely in 2023, maybe, hopefully, that I'm super keen for. There is this beautiful French indie game called Dodonne, which is entirely done in a water paint art style, and it looks so gorgeous and makes me wish I could say more in French than just sweet baguette. Bethesda is going to come out swinging with a mediocre space RPG from 2018 in the later half of 2023. I know it's easy to make fun of Bethesda these days, but it's hard not to when they're promising a million bajillion planets to explore, and their previous games are all set in one town on one planet, and they're usually not very exciting. But if they include more lizard girl erotica like they did in Skyrim, maybe I'll check it out. Spider-Man 2, baby! I love Spider-Man, as you know, and I loved that first game so much. Here's a fun story. I bought a PS4 secondhand, played Spider-Man, didn't play anything else, played Spider-Man again, then I saw the PS4. Worth it. And I cannot wait to see what they do in the sequel. Miles Morales did not scratch my itch at all, and that game had a really dumb plot, so no thanks. But we're gonna get Kraven the Hunter, Venom, maybe the Green Gob Big Slob. Ooh. The biggest thing I'm worried about though is that, well, we've already gotten all of Manhattan in the previous game. What do you do to keep it exciting? Do you add another borough or island or whatever it is you New Yorkers call it? Do you take Spider-Man to space? I guess we'll have to wait and see. By the end of the year, we'll be getting the DLC story to Xenoblade Chronicles 3. And the more I think about that game and its story, the more I just... Will it be an epilogue? Will it be a prologue? I don't know. And at this point, if I'm going to be completely honest, I just want it to be a disgusting indulgence of fan service. I want Shulk and Rex doing the handshake. I want to see all the characters meet. Nia showing Noah baby photos of Mia. I want to see the orgy scene between these four. Just give it to me all.
I like your attitude.
In general, I'm cautiously optimistic. Monolith Soft's track record for these expansion pack things is hit or miss. Torna is a really great prequel with some rough problems, while Future Connected is not very good at all, really. So we'll just have to wait and see what they do. But however it ends up being, I am excited for the future of the whole franchise and to see where they go as a company. And finally, to end the year out, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Nomura, Najima, Katase, whoever is in charge of this project, what the fuck are they doing? I played Remake immediately after I played the OG game, and where it is at its best is when it recreates these iconic moments and characters into this new interpretation. Where it really fell flat for me was in its slow pacing and in its wild deviations from the original story. But I can't really complain too much because it was part one of a 3-part trilogy. I think by the time we finish Rebirth, we will know exactly what they are trying to do. Time travel ghosts, alternate timelines, Advent Children Sephiroth. Either the creative team will pull off a masterfully genius stroke of creative retelling, or they will fumble the ball and fuck it up, leaving the definitive version of the story to still be a PS1 game with Lego characters. Regardless of if they fly or sink, I'm still excited to see some of my favorite moments from the original game recreated. I cannot wait to see the Gold Saucer, stealing the Highwind, Nibelheim, getting the gang together, Tifa and Cloud banging on a pile of rocks. Regardless of my feelings on the first game's ending, I am really excited to see how it all pans out. And that is everything video games, but there are a few things, movies and TV I'm keen about that I want to quickly mention. I know I sometimes talk about film and TV, and I want to more, it's just, I can't be bothered. Meh. The next 2 and final episodes of The Owl House will be premiering. This is such a brilliant and underrated show, and it's such a shame that the 3rd season got reduced to 3 45-minute episodes. But the first one was executed really well, and I actually kind of preferred the longer runtime to the sometimes rushed feeling structures of the normal episodes. I just really hope they can nail a satisfying finale and ideally lead the show to a second life. But if this is the end, it's been a good run. The final part of this weird and wacky Sailor Moon reboot is coming out, and I am excited. I think the switch from a 12-episode series to a 2-part film worked really well in their favor, and I'm glad to see them do it again for their adaptation of the final arc. I just hope they get a good pop song for the Starlights, and I hope the ending isn't fucking dumb like it was in the original. Why did they put a penis as the last shot? Doctor Who is back, baby! Russell T Davies, my gay British dad, is back, baby! I love Doctor Who a lot, even though I haven't really ever talked about it here. But holy fuck, the Chris Chibnall era with Jodie Whittaker was so dreadfully bland and boring, which I'm always going to be sad about, especially when you have such great talent in front of the camera. But the king of showrunning is back. He's bringing David Tennant in for a couple of episodes to restoke the fire of popularity the show once had, and if he's clever enough, the show will sustain popularity with a bit of a refresh reboot kick with Shuta Gatwa and some additional funding from Disney, and I am very excited. But I do just hope it's more of this RTD than this RTD. Ugh. Community is finally getting its movie. I love Community so much. It's probably my favorite TV show ever made, and I'm so excited for this reunion of the funniest ensemble cast of some of the most clever, hilarious writing ever penned. But a small part of me is worried that it won't live up to the expectations. But then again, who cares? It's more Community. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse looks so fucking good. It's kind of not fair. I love animation and I love Spider-Man, and I mean, this is kind of the best one, right? So to see more of that from this wonderful creative team with all of these brilliant visuals, I'm just really keen to see what they do in this two-part adventure. And while we're talking about animation, the Super Mario Bros. Movie looks incredible. The visuals, the music, the world looks so stunning and exciting, and everyone sounds so perfect for their role, except Chris Pratt. I know this is a dead horse at this point, but he just sounds so off as Mario. Everyone else fits really well. I mean, you got Charlie Day's Luigi sounding pitch perfect, Jack Black sounds like he was born for Bowser, Keegan-Michael Key's a fucking Toad and it works, and then Chris Pratt just sounds so...
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come!
I want to be surprised by his performance, but I don't know. We'll see. Okay, quick fire. There is a movie called Cocaine Bear and it's got the funny TikTok guy in it.
Then die.
Indiana Jones 5 and the retirement plan looks really good. Oppenheimer's got the guy from Drake and Josh in it. One ticket to Barbie, please? Yes, the ticket is for me. Fuck you. I can buy a ticket to whatever I want, actually. I am sick of the expectations and social standards that men have to adhere to. What are you excited about in 2023? I told you there was no greater point to this video. These are just things I'm excited for. This year, I want to play more, read more, do more. I'm going to make philosophers write new philosophy by how much more existing I'm going to do this year. Was that pretentious? Who cares? It's 2023. And please tell me what you're excited about. 2022 kind of sucked after me, but I have a good feeling about this next year, and I really hope it's amazing for all of you guys too. So I will see you soon, back making my silly videos, my silly little zooms, and maybe this time I'll learn how to properly edit my audio. No, seriously, how the fuck do you compress audio? I'm just asking for a friend.